Good evening. I'm hoping you're well. I know some people some people who follow me or some people who will see this video are currently in sales and marketing. Maybe you do insurance, maybe you do network marketing, maybe you do real estate, whatever you do, probably you are in that industry of sales and marketing. Today, I want to give you 3 powerful points that you can use that can help you to become better or even can help you to get better results when it comes to your sales and marketing or in your marketing career generally. For those who don't know, I have been in marketing for the last 8 years, and I would say I have quite a experience when it comes to that. And the first point that I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, is if you really want to become a good salesperson, or if you really want to become very, very good network marketer, or whatever you do, step number 1, you must fall in love with your product. I repeat, fall in love with your product, fall in love with the service that you sell. The number 1 mistake that people usually make is that people get into sales by the influence of the money, but they don't fall in love with whatever they are selling or whatever they are, they are moving. Now, step 1, don't get into sales selling something that you are not in love with. Let me put it like that. Don't sell something that you're not in love with, because before you convince someone else to buy a product from you or a service from you, you need to have already bought it. And when I talk about buying, I don't necessarily mean acquiring the product. I mean internally, lazima umenunua, lazima umependa hiyo kitu ambao unafanya ama hiyo product yenye unauza. As the old proverb will say, you cannot sell wine while you're drinking milk. That's exactly what I mean. So fall in love with your product or fall in love with your service. That is point number 1. Point number 2, if you want to become very, very good at sales, this is the second thing that you really need to do. And if you do this, you will become better. Now, you need to learn the concept of WIIFM, WIIFM. And WIIFM basically stands for what is in it for me. You must understand that every prospect or every client that you'll ever come across or every customer you'll ever come across, the question they have in their mind is, what is in it for me in this product they're telling me? How is it gonna benefit me? You need to understand that at the center of everything, all of us as human beings, we tend to be very, very selfish. So when you go and tell them about this particular product, all along as you're trying to explain, this is my product, this is how it works, they're asking themselves in their mind, how is this gonna help me? How is this beneficial to me? So the number 1 mistake that salespeople do is that many salespeople spend time talking to the other person about the product without paying attention to how it's gonna benefit them. They don't pay attention to that person. So it is not about you. You must always remember, as a salesperson, it is not about you, it is about the other person. So the more they see it is about them, the high the chances they are going to buy that particular product or that particular service that you are actually selling. That is point number 2. Point number 3, remember, nobody cares what you do, nobody cares how you do it, they care why you do it. You must always remember that in anything that you're doing, whether you are selling insurance, you're selling real estate, or you're selling network marketing, or whatever you're doing, remember, people are interested in why do you do it. And I will put it like, you must always remember that human beings are emotional beings. I repeat, human beings are emotional beings. And what I mean by human beings being emotional beings, what I mean is they don't care about the logic. So you're telling this particular person about the how your product is made. For example, it's a phone that you're selling. You're telling them this phone has 256 GB, 512 GB, blah, blah, blah. They don't care about that. People always buy, okay, let me put it like this. People always make a decision emotionally and justify with logic. So you must always remember, you don't need to focus so much on the logical side of your product or your service that, oh, this is the phone, it's the best phone. No, nobody cares. Most people don't buy an iPhone because it's a good phone. Yes, I know it's a good phone, but most people buy an iPhone because it makes them feel rich. People don't buy BMWs and Mercedes-Benzes and Volkswagens and all the other German cars like Porsche because they are so nice. No, we have some other companies that make better cars, probably, but they buy them because of how it makes them feel. So always remember that in your sales journey, focus on the emotions. Always remember that you need to focus on the why, not the how, nor the what. That is episode 1 of the sales series. See you tomorrow.